Hello everyone and welcome back to my Kombucha channel. My name is Liz. This is the 5th video in my 7-part series for beginners on how to make kombucha. So in the previous videos I went over supplies, showed you how to steep your tea and make your recipe. I also talked about starter tea. We added the SCOBY to the jar and here we are. So in this video I'm going to talk about how to cover it and where you should store it. Covering your kombucha. Just keep in mind that whatever you use needs to be breathable. You don't want to place a lid on there so that air can't get in. Kombucha needs air to ferment during the first process. The first step. So what's easiest for me usually is to use a napkin or a paper towel. I just place it on the top. I have my rubber band. There you go. If you don't want to use napkins, you could also use cloth napkins. So I'm not sure if you can see them there, but I have 2 1-gallon jars here, and I usually use cloth for that because it's easier with the rubber band. You could also use a kitchen towel, or you could use a t-shirt. T-shirts are a great option because most people have them laying around. Just cut it up, cover it, and then cap it with the rubber band. I would not recommend using cheesecloth. I know that there are some people that recommend that because cheesecloth has a bunch of holes in it. And even if you layer it over and you make it thicker, those fruit flies can still get through it. They're persistent little buggers and you really don't want them in your kombucha. Where to store your kombucha? You want to keep it in an area where it won't be disturbed. So I have a little corner in my kitchen here that I put all my kombucha. You could also put it in a pantry, in a cupboard, or in a closet. You just don't want it somewhere where it's going to get knocked around or it could get knocked over. If, however, it does get disturbed and say someone hits it and you see the new formed SCOBY at the top break off and sink down to the bottom, don't worry, it's totally fine. The kombucha is going to make a new SCOBY on top, so you are good. Also, be sure to keep it out of direct sunlight. It can be in a room with sunshine like my kitchen is, but you don't want it in direct sunlight. That concludes this video. In the next video, I'm going to show you what happened to the kombucha. So I'm going to take pictures every day to show the new SCOBY forming and how the color of the kombucha changes slightly. And I'm also going to show you how to check to tell if your kombucha is done. I'll see you then.